What's up, everybody? Dave here, and today I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite artists, thinkers, and intellectual figures in general, Hieronymus Bosch. So you can call him whatever you want. I like calling him Hieronymus Bosch. I know that there's different ways to pronounce that, and in Dutch it sounds a bit different than it sounds from me. You pronounce it how you'd like, but you know who I'm talking about, and this guy's cool. Hieronymus Bosch was born in 1450 and lived until 1516. He was Dutch and, as far as we know, never left the Netherlands. We know very little about his life, but we do know that he had enormous influence in his own time and then, in particular, over the century after. He's one of the great masters of the Northern Renaissance, and folks like Peter Bruegel the Elder and Hans Holbein and all the elders and youngers that you know from the 100 years after that time. In the Northern Renaissance, Bosch was, in a certain sense, lurking in the background. Bosch is well known as an artist, but what about as a philosopher? I think you can read Bosch as a philosopher, and here's how. Take Bosch's best-known work, The Garden of Earthly Delights. This is a triptych that was painted around 1500. We don't know exactly when. And in this work, Bosch tells a certain story about human development and human past, human future, human present, morality, justice, society, certainly about religion, about the human's place in nature and in the non-human natural world and the relationship between human beings and other animals. It tells a story about climate and about redemption and about punishment and a future that we may want to avoid and a present that we have and that we need to think very carefully about. There's all these ideas and more built into this painting that we can see and think about. I like to teach the painting in my environmental philosophy class as a way of getting into the mind of early modern Europeans as they were thinking about the place of the human in the non-human natural world. So what do you think about this triptych? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for coming along for this little reading and presentation of Bosch as a philosopher, and we'll see you next time here on Deadbeat Philosophy.